Hey everyone, it's Pastor Sarah. I'm here for our On the Road worship. Our scripture today, we're switching a little bit to an understanding or a series about faith and its imperfections and really what it means to live into those imperfections, to live into the, as we would say, to the extra of the church. It's just our scripture today being from the story of David and David dancing in front of the Ark of the Covenant and his wife getting so angry at him for being undignified and for revealing himself a little bit too much to the other ladies around. And he gets pretty insistent that his worship is for God, and his dignity doesn't matter when it comes to worshiping God. And I wonder how often our dignity gets in our way of our faith, of our community, our beliefs, and especially of our worship. When worship moves us, as it often does, how do we express that? Do we just inwardly smile as good Northern Midwesterners, or do we really respond in showing our own emotions about faith, or can we even, like David, dance for God? Dancing was a part of my childhood years, my teenage years, and every once in a while when I'm alone, because I can't hide that part of my dignity too much, I will spend time in just moving for God, dancing, spinning, all of the wonderful things I learned in dance as a kid, and it's a beautiful thing. I know many who raise their hands in worship, or raise their voices in worship, or just simply clap or pray or speak out in just immediate worship of God. And how cool would it be if we could do that on a more regular basis, if that we're just a part of how we responded to God. And I wonder if we were more honest in our own emotions when we worshiped God, if we were able to reach out to others in better ways. We're about to start this new service at Flame of Faith, this service that is meant to be a little bit different. It's, the music's a little bit different. That music is music, but the sermon is going to be a little bit different, a little more like these have been, where there's discussion and there's interaction. And I wonder if there can be more honesty in that form of worship, where we're actually learning to respond to what's happening and to pull our own understanding of who God is out, and not just rely on the professionals like me to interpret for God. What if we're all called to speak for God in some way, whether that just be a question, or if that is even more than that. Most of the time, the way that God is revealed in the world is through story and through action, not through a sermon, not through a prepared speech, but by telling a story of how God connected with me. So I invite you to share your stories. Do so in the comments. I'd love to know who's connecting with us and are on the road. How is this working wherever you are? I hope all is well, and that I hear more from you. God bless you this week.